Hello guys, welcome to my another video. This is Archie, your host, and you're watching me on Wrestle Brothers. So I've got some great news for you guys. So let's begin. I'm going to start with the first news. The first news is that WWE superstar Roman Reigns signs with WWE for a multi-year contract. Yes, guys, we all recently Roman Reigns has told in an interview that max to max with his health he can wrestle up to next 5 to 6 years, and he do want to have some good time in WWE, and that's what proved to be a great sign for him, because WWE has recently posted in their Twitter that they have signed Roman Reigns for this contract. And I think it's a great news, because being one of the face of WWE, it's a good thing that Roman Reigns will be a constant face of WWE, and I think the SmackDown brand really needs him. So for all Roman Reigns fans, and I think for all the WWE and wrestling fans, it's a good news that we will see this successful wrestler in WWE for a long time. Now moving on to the next news. The next news is about the women's division. We all know that how WWE has really organized, has really taken the women's division at par level. They have taken this in a different level. Women's like Charlotte Flair, like Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, Ronda Rousey, Bayley. These are the women who really take women's division forward. And right now we can say that the women are not staying behind from men, because for the first time we have seen a WrestleMania main event as 3 women represent that. So it's a great news. And another news added on the list, that is, as we all know, that from the next Raw, King of the Ring will start, and that will end in Clash of Champions. So there is also a news that Queen of the Ring will also start soon, as WWE is planning for this tournament where we can get to see a Queen of the Ring, just like the same rules for King of the Ring. So it's not yet officially confirmed that when it will start or when it's going to happen, but it's confirmed that WWE will soon going to start this. We all know that WWE has also started a separate pay-per-view for women, that is Women Evolution, now also Queen of the Ring. So it's a great news for women division, and I think it's a proud moment for all the women who are present in WWE right now. Now the next news is about the Dolph Ziggler. It's trending right now that whether Dolph Ziggler is leaving WWE or not, whether he is signing with some another organization or not. But as per all our rumors, I want to tell you that everything is not confirmed what you listening right now, because it's been rumored that Vince McMahon has had a good conversation with Dolph Ziggler, and Dolph Ziggler wanted to end the his WWE career with his last match against Miz in Raw. And I think it's partially true. It cannot be fully true, because we all know that whether or not Dolph Ziggler has not been used properly by WWE, but he is a good wrestler. He is good in mic. I think he represented well really as a mid-card player. I think he is really good as an Intercontinental Champion, as an United States Champion. His reign was also good. His Money in the Bank winning moment was also good. So I will not say that I do want Dolph Ziggler to leave, but I think WWE is not that foolish that they will let Dolph Ziggler go. It can happen that he is having some rest, but I don't think that he will leave WWE so soon, because he also knows that he has made his career out from WWE only. It has also been rumored that Dolph Ziggler was advertised for a triple threat WWE Championship match for SmackDown Live in October 2nd, when SmackDown Live will first be telecast in Fox Live. But now it's been advertising, WWE is advertising that match will not be a triple threat right now. Dolph Ziggler is out of that match, and it will be a 6-man fatal match. So my question is that it can happen that Dolph Ziggler have some trouble to be on that for that event, but it doesn't mean that he is leaving WWE, though there are some rumors, strong rumors, that he will not be present from the next week of Raw and SmackDown. but let's see what happens. But as a fan, I don't want Dolph Ziggler to go from WWE, because WWE really needs him, because we all know what happens to John Moxley when he goes to AEW or in New Japan. So I think losing a superstar in this situation where competition is the main thing, I think it's a great loss for WWE, and it's a gain for, I think, organization like AEW or New Japan. Now I'm moving on to the last news. The last news is about the Fiend Brey Wyatt after SummerSlam with a terrifying entrance. I've already told it's one of the best entrance of I've seen. He is going on a trending situation. His merchandise, his toys, everything is selling in a huge way. And I think WWE also wanted to take this opportunity, and they want to use Brey Wyatt in a good situation. We have seen Brey Wyatt earlier was not used properly, but right now I think WWE has find a great thing to use them, because to be honest, I think Brey Wyatt is a good wrestler, and I think if used properly, I think he can give some good fight, or he is a very good mic skill, I would say. So I think WWE will definitely use him properly and in a good way. And also Brey Wyatt has himself tweeted that he is also been, his Fiend character is being introduced in the 2K20 game. So that's also a good news. I mean, WWE is really building some good thing with Fiend Brey Wyatt. And not only that, WWE also wanted to keep this thing in a very secret way. They just don't want that we all were, including me, I was also wondering that why Brey Wyatt was not present in last Raw and SmackDown. But it's good that WWE wanted to keep Brey Wyatt as a suspense. They wanted to reveal Brey Wyatt in a good way. It's also been rumored that Aleister Black will challenge Finn, but I don't think it's going to be true. But WWE, even if it's true, I think Brey Wyatt will be used in a right time and in the right situation. They will just not use Brey Wyatt just for the sake that they need to keep the ratings going. But I think Brey Wyatt will be used in that kind of a situation where audience will take that. Maybe we will see Fiend Brey Wyatt before, I think, 1 or 2 weeks of Clash of Champions. So that's what the thing that I wanted to tell, that WWE is very much serious with Fiend Brey Wyatt, and they just want to use it in a perfect way. And I think it's a good sign for Brey Wyatt's career, I would say. So this is all news. I hope you like it. Please like, share, and please guys do subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next video with some interesting news. Cheers.